is bent over, isn't it? Because that's it, kick the water, kick over the helix. Because this is meant to be, I see a lot of people doing this now. I can't do it, I'll probably hurt myself, but a lot of them do it now to use more weight. They stand up like this and do it with their arms. They're not even using their back. I still prefer to do it bent over more and squeeze the back this way. Not standing up doing this, or because most kids at the gym you see do it, they only move their arms, they don't even stretch their back. Much easier just to do this. Come on, come on. That's good. See if I get injured doing that. It actually feels good, it doesn't pull you forward like most do in gyms. I had a few at gyms when you're doing them, and it's sort of, once you get a heavy weight you go like that, so far so good, feels good.
T-Bar Row is one of the exercises that the magazines like to show with bodybuilders with 8 plates, that sort of thing. Who is the strongest bodybuilder that you've ever trained with?
Myself. Probably myself. Back in the day, just me and Andy Cunningham from Australia. We used to kill ourselves going heavy all the time, just challenging each other. And in the States, I didn't really train with, they're all strong, because Rusty or Jeffers was strong, so we're all strong for different things. Because if you're talking bodybuilding, whereas people say Johnny Jackson's one of the strongest in them, but they do powerlifting movements as well. And then when you see Johnny doing a lot of the bodybuilding movements, well, his form's not that good, so he's a strong guy. Sure, doing powerlifting and doing the bodybuilding movements, he can lift a lot of weight, but he's not doing it strict. So doing bodybuilding, it's more about, you're working the muscle and controlling the muscle, controlling the weight, not just throwing the weight around. So I said most guys who do bodybuilding are fairly strong if they're doing the exercise correctly. So like I said, anyone can throw weight around and look strong. You go, oh wow, look what he's doing. But I've been to gyms where a young kid will be on a leg press loaded up. He's only moving it that far, like I said, and the average person's like, wow, look at the weight he's got on. To the average person, they're like, wow, that's a lot of weight. But we know if he took it down this much further, he wouldn't be pushing it back up. I'd just go and squash him. So, strength to me is just irrelevant, really, what weight you use. I've seen guys, like I said, you can take a 20 kilo dumbbell, squeeze it hard, or a 10 kilo dumbbell and make it feel like 30 kilos if you just use that muscle and concentrate on working the muscle. So, to me, rates are irrelevant anymore. It's just go by how you feel. Some days I still go heavy and get a good pump. Some days I go lighter and get a better pump, and next day I'm just as sore. So, just go to the gym and train the muscle, not your ego. Don't worry about what other weights people do, and just do the best you can do. And if you're strong, you're strong. If you're not, don't try and push it and sacrifice form just to lift weights around. It's stupid. That's when you're going to get injured. Like me and my shoulder. Oh. A lot of those times you see the 8 plates on this, like Ronnie would put 8 on, but Ronnie's form wasn't the best. And then you see a lot of guys do the one too where it's like this, a T-bar, but it's on the bench. When they lay over the bench and do it, and I think I've seen Branch and them do it, and they're just sort of doing this and not pulling it right up to the thing. So, like I said, now and then if you want to cheat, that's fine, but I wouldn't recommend it all the time. It's just, I always said if you're going to cheat, always cheat enough where, say it's curling, and you're curling away doing them strict, and then say it gets heavy, you might just sometimes have to get to here and just, when you get to here, just give it a little bit of a lean just to curl up, but don't, you're only cheating enough to add more stress to the muscle. Don't cheat where you're taking the stress away and you start doing this and you're not even feeling the muscle anymore, you're just throwing the weight around, so then you're just wasting your time.
And you shouldn't cheat from the first rep.
No, or don't. If you've got a spotter spotting you and you go for benches and the first one, you're like this, you can barely get it up, and then you make your spotter do 4 more and he's like this the last 3 reps. So you've got to know where your limits are. And normally when people do that to me, I just let it go, and once it hits their chest they realise they're done. do this one much because we have one at the gym, but it's on one of those torsionators on the floor, so it's okay, but we don't do it that often. Looking at this one too, like I said, you can adjust it and go wider if you want to use the wider handle. For those people who have got longer limbs, you can take that right out to the end if you want. Just unscrew it, pop it out, slide it on. Very stable. Might go through the floor, but and then if you wanted to, most people, the odd occasion if you want to change it around, put a bench here and do them here if you want, or you can do it that way. You can do it in one arms like that if you want, just for something different. You can do it on any type of thing. You want to do it on a bench or just stand here and just roll them like that if you haven't got dumbbells handy. There you go, a little tip from me to you.